So of course you hold it up to the light and you see the paper isn't indented. One thing led to another and I ended up building a robot to write the cards for me. Mostly because I'm not willing to just have a printout. I spent a lot of time seeing if my wife could pick out the forgeries. I sent samples to a forensic handwriting expert. I was about to design and build a robot that does this, but I took a look on the internet and it turns out you can buy a complete machine that does this for less than it would have cost me to get the parts. This should be the handwriting robot. The easiest way to generate handwriting is to find some font that's handwriting and send that to the robot. What we're gonna do is have my wife see if she can pick out the imposter from a lineup of genuine handwriting. For the next attempt, we're gonna record my handwriting. Use that T and it should make sense. I really like this technique, but it does have a couple problems. So which one do I use? Obviously need a different software approach, but instead what we're gonna do is replace my arm with a robot arm. Meanwhile, I'm someplace else doing something important. If for some reason you want to make this robot, all the design files are available for free. Now the robot can stick the card down in here. The last challenge here is actually kind of subtle. But because the cards are flexible, if they're only held back by their very edges, we should be able to grab them in the middle and the card will bend and reliably let only one out. It has no idea what I'm trying to write. We're gonna add a second predictor program. If we put it all together and start a new word, the letter predictor thinks we're drawing a B, could decide to connect them, which is something you'll never get from pasting individual letters. The computer learned to write. I need examples of handwriting to train it with. The training is finally finished. Let's see what this thing can do. Well, that's a letdown. I'm in way over my head. Of course, there's an open source repository that does exactly what I want. This is written by Sean Vasquez. There's no way my wife can tell if this is fake. Ideally something unique and part of a project. And that's how I ended up making this entire thing. So if you're a patron, thank you. And you should be getting a card soon. The only thing left to do is to generate all of the postcards that the robot needs to write. And it has a spreadsheet with everyone's information. And it goes through that and combines the info with a template to get the personalized, heartfelt message for every single person. A couple of weeks ago, I sent samples of robot handwriting to a forensic handwriting expert, and the results are in.
If I didn't know any better, they could be natural writing by an individual, not a machine.
Wow, that is not what I was expecting you to say. But as we talked about it more, it became clear that there might be some ways you could tell that the cards were written by a robot. The cards have distinctive characteristics that are shared across writing styles.